Welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz, everybody. I'm your host, Chuck Leonard. Remember, this Thursday night's the first art hop of the year, and the place to be is going to be Chris Sorenson Studios for the Pink Show. Let's bring in Rivka and Angelo. Hello, how are we doing? How's it going, Angelo? Nice to see you. You're two of the artists that are going to be out there. And did you make this? Can we hold that up a little bit? This is my favorite.
Nice.
Now, talk about that one a little bit, Rivka.
Well, when I found out that the Pink Show was going to be happening, I immediately wanted to do it. So I wanted to do something with like you know how when they do ribbons. So I wanted it to be the shape of a pink ribbon. And my father was dying of cancer at that time. So I just immediately just wanted to go for it. And so I'm a graffiti artist and I paint on surfboards. So I wanted to do a surfboard kind of finish, but sort of graffiti. Create the feeling of pink, and the rule was you have to use the color pink. So I thought, well, I'm just going to use the word. I'm going to do whatever color I want. But then I decided pink paint would be the awesome, you know, sort of thing. And I just want you to know, before my dad died, every day I would come in to see him to give him breakfast, and he would be watching your show.
Oh.
And really, and he said, you should get on that show. I'm like, yeah, whatever, Dad.
What was your dad's name?
Dr. Irving Schaffner, Chief Ojemba Ire. He's an African chief.
Okay.
From Nigeria.
Go ahead and say his full name.
Chief Ojemba Enwe Iro, which means traveler who has no enemies.
And that's the way to be, isn't it?
And he was a cancer research doctor.
And he died of cancer.
Yeah, just like 2 weeks ago. And he, right before he died, you know, I was painting the painting for him, and so when I showed it to him, it was like a couple of days before he died, and he said it was my masterpiece. So.
Was it therapeutic for you?
Yes. In fact, I haven't been painting for 5.5 years, really, because I've been taking care of my dad, but I'm really an artist. So this is my first show to bring myself back into the community.
I'm sure your dad's proud of you.
Yeah, I think he got us together here.
And this will be a great event for you too. To get over the grieving a little bit.
Yes, and to show off my, you know, my dad inspired me to be an artist ever since I was a little kid. So to be able to talk about my dad, because I did 3 pieces, and so just to be able to talk about my experience with cancer research, people who've worked, you know, gone through it, and so I wanted people to, you know, my dad was happy till the very last day he died. He was just so happy, and so I wanted it to be like I put these beer bottle caps around it. Just you know, cancer doesn't have to be. It can be happy. It doesn't have to be like I'm going to die of cancer and the world sucks. You can actually have a party. My dad would get out of chemotherapy, and he's 4 years old, and he would get out of chemotherapy and goes, let's have a drum circle. So I'd call up 30 of my close friends, and we'd all get together, and that happened all the time. He was just a really awesome guy.
Sounds like an awesome guy. Angelo, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
Now, Angelo, I know you as a pianist, but not as a painter.
Oh yeah.
Did you paint this one?
Yeah.
Who is it?
This is a model from New York that I had posed for me, but she didn't have cancer. However, I took her hair away, and then I painted her in this position for it's kind of a peaceful, hopeful position. And the name of the painting is Hope, which is when you're having cancer, you can. It's a time of healing. You're trying to center yourself and find peace for a while as your body's healing. You're trying to survive. So I've been with St. Chapman for about 5 years, donating to this cause. This will be donated to the Craycroft Center 100% in an auction. So.
And what's your interest in the Pink Show, Angela?
Well, I've been cancer-free for about a year, so I went through the chemotherapy process, so I kind of have a first-hand understanding of some of the dilemmas of cancer, the suffering, and the also throughout the treatment I met many people going through different stages of cancer. Some of them didn't make it, some made it, so it just made me aware. Became very aware, so it feels good to do something, you know, to see part of this. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think it's super cool that both of you guys are involved in this, and you having personally had the cancer, your father being the cancer doctor, getting the cancer, and then for you to sit here and tell me that you don't have to really grieve, that it can be almost like a celebration. You want to expand on that a little bit?
Well, when my dad got cancer, he was sick, but he didn't know what was going on. I walked into his room, and he was sitting there with his, knees up in his, he goes, I think I have cancer. I'm like, how would you know that? He goes, I want to test. I'm pretty sure I have it. And when he found out that he had it, he said, I can't believe it. Here I'm the person that cures people, and I'm going to die of it. I'm like, don't think of it as dying. Let's just have a blast. And so he took me out shopping, and sometimes I get my hair braided over here in Clovis, and he sits there for like 10 hours. And my dad has friends all over the world because of the fact that, he's who he is. And so we always got phone calls every day from presidents of, African countries and all over Brazil and China and wherever. And Skype has been able to, be able to have people say goodbye to my dad in a really fun way. And
this is kind of personal. Did your dad go traditional cancer medicines, or?
Well, he likes to go natural. He goes out to Africa, wherever, to get the teas and the leaves or whatever it is. But when it came down to it, at the very end, where he had to make a choice, he wanted to live a little longer. So he did the chemotherapy thing. And I thought it was going to be really treacherous on him, but actually, he, like I said, he would get out and he would want to do something. And then he would be exhausted the next couple of days, but he was always like going out to, see music. He went to the Fulton 55 where they play music, and, he got to see Pato Banton and, Third World and Black Uhuru. He likes reggae. Mm-hmm. So we roll him right to the front of the stage, and he'd be wearing his chiefdom from Africa. The bands would be like singing to him. Yeah, if everybody could have as much energy as this man up here in front. And my dad just got out of chemo, so it's kind of, he wanted to live every day. And then right before he died, he was like, there's nothing you could really do. And he was like, I think I need blood. I want to live more. But then, whatever. So now he's watching over me.
All right, with the Pink Show this Thursday night to kick off the 2015 Art Hop season. This is the one to go to. It's at Chris Sorenson Studios. Just take Van Ness all the way down till it dead ends at the tracks, and you'll see the largest mural in Fresno. You guys, thank you for coming by. I know it's emotional for you, and I appreciate you coming by and talking about it with me. The Pink Show is a great thing for Fresno, and I appreciate you guys for being involved. We're going to take off for the day. It's time for you guys to go out and be the best Fresno you can be. Go out and support your local businesses and support your local musicians and artists. All right, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. right here on KAIL. This segment brought to you by